Good morning, students. In previous lecture, we have already discussed about the right to equality. That is the first fundamental right. Today we will discuss second fundamental right, that is right to freedom. Under right to freedom, we have some freedom granted by the Constitution. First, freedom of speech and expression. Freedom of speech and expression is one of the essential features of any democracy. Our ideas and personality develop only when we are able to freely communicate with others, with our friends, with our relatives. So in freedom of speech and expression, you are free to criticize the government or government policies. You may publish your views through pamphlets, magazine, newspaper, poetry, etc. We can do it through painting or songs also. Next is freedom of assemble peacefully and without arms. My dear students, people want to discuss a problem. Basically, we are living in democratic country. So if people want to discuss our problem, exchange ideas, mobilize public support to a cause, or seek votes for a candidate or party in an election, then they can. But such meeting, such activities have to be peaceful. Those people who participate in their activities should not carry weapons with them. That's why we are saying freedom of assemble. You can assemble but without arm. Third, freedom to form association and unions. In India, citizens can also form association or unions. For example, workers in a factory can form a workers' union to promote their interest. Freedom to move freely throughout the territory of India, and freedom to reside and settle in any parts of India means we are completely free to move or reside or settle in any territory of India. My dear students, suppose a person who belongs to state of Haryana like you wants to start a business in MP or UP or any other state, then as a citizen of India, he has a right to set up base there. This right allows lakhs of people to migrate from villages to towns. Now, last under the right to freedom, that is freedom to practice any profession or to carry on any occupation, trade or business. The same freedom extends to choice of occupation also. No one can force you to do or not to do a certain jobs, and especially women cannot be told that some kinds of occupation are not for them. Means any people of India can adopt, can follow whatever they want, that type of occupation they can adopt. Right to freedom also includes the following different provisions also, like protection in respect of conviction for an offense, protection of life and personal liberty, protection against arbitrary arrest and detention, and right to education. My dear students, right to education was included in the Constitution in 2002 for the first time as a fundamental right in 2002. Next fundamental right is right against exploitation. There is the third fundamental rights. Every citizen has the right not to be exploited in India, not to be exploited. So the Constitution makers thought it was necessary to write down certain clear provisions to prevent exploitation, especially of the weaker section of the society. So the Students, the Constitution prohibits traffic in human beings completely. What do you mean by the traffic? You have to keep in mind. What do you mean by traffic? Traffic means selling and buying of human beings. Means no one can purchase and buy of any human beings. It is completely illegal. Second, prohibition of forced labor and begar. Our constitution also prohibits forced labor or begar in any form. Begar means work without payment. Finally, the third one is prohibition of child labor. The constitution also prohibits child labor. No one can employ a child below the age of 14 years to work in any factories or any mine or any other hazardous occupation. So these three are completely banned by the Constitution of